guys know GTA, dude? Freaking Grand Theft Auto, the freaking famous game series. They've actually been to court, I think, back in the day because they were so violent and no one had ever seen a game like that. That might need a fact check, but I think that might have happened. Maybe I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat. But GTA, pretty violent and crazy stuff. They've worked with many celebrities, Rockstar Games, and some of them they even regret working with because they've freaking been around so long. This is a video by Swegta, came out 3 weeks ago. Let's see who Rockstar Games collabed with that became their problematic least faves, probably. Is this Andy Dixon? I don't know. Spoiler. We won't get ahead of ourselves here. Swegta! I see what you did there. You fucked up the TV.
Rockstar Games used to hire a lot of celebrities to act in their games throughout the 2000s. GTA San Andreas especially had a ton of big A-list names involved. Samuel L. Jackson as Tenpenny, Axl Rose as the KDST radio DJ, Tommy Smith, Yolanda Whitaker as...
That's the guy who says Tasty Burger in the Pulp Fiction movie.
Kendall Johnson, David Cross as Zero, just to name a few. Over the years, they focused more on hiring actors with a decent amount of experience, but nowhere near the same level of exposure. The primary reason being, number one, it's expensive, and number two, big stars sometimes have big egos, so some of them can be very difficult to work with.
See what I mean? Bloody celebrities!
Hey Vic, have you ever thought about a career in management?
Oh boy, I'm your management.
Yeah, mismanagement.
That's not
Dude, you fucking destroyed! Sorry, I just wanted to be a part of that.
To say that Rockstar outright stopped getting celebrities to appear in their games. They did have Dr. Dre play himself in GTA Online.
Okay, what you trying to do now?
What I'm always trying to do, I'm trying to work. Big shit, big. You probably reminisce about me and Big Dons.
What is happening? Bro, who's remixing the Big Dong song? This is not what a doctor would do. Stop this! He doesn't say that, I don't think.
Number 1. Andy Dick. First on the list, we have
Okay, this guy I mostly know from just wilding out in public places and being, you know, on drugs and alcohol and getting into degenerosity. Is that a word? Degenerate activities. I don't even know, like, his TV shows or movies. Was he an actor at some point before he was just like a burnout former actor? I feel like he's been this longer. I'm not even trying to own him. I just feel like
comedian and actor Andy Dick, who I, for YouTube related reasons, will be referring to simply as Andy. Andy got his start on the sketch comedy show The Ben Stiller Show, later getting cast as one of the main characters on the sitcom News Radio. He would even go on to get his own TV show on MTV, performing sketches and pranks.
Yeah, I did not know that.
To the Tom Green Show. His star continued rising.
Oh, Tom Green. I just recently watched one of his films. Frederick Gets Fingered Upon. And I was, you know, not impressed. I'll say that.
Throughout the 90s, getting cast in various comedy films like Dude, Where's My Car?, Zoolander, and In the Army Now. Over the years, Andy's love for booze and various substances would skyrocket. This, however...
I was traumatized. That's what I meant by that.
...didn't stop Rockstar Games from hiring him to play a radio host in GTA San Andreas, where he played the role of Maurice, a creepy perv you wouldn't want to pass in a dark alleyway. So yeah, Andy basically played Andy.
Next caller, hello.
Yeah, what's that plant that blooms every 12 years? Is 8 foot high and smells like hell? I want to plant one on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's called Amorphophallus titanium. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titanium. And the sound of it gives me a redwood in...
Why is he talking like that? Why is he talking like that and saying those things? He sounds like SpongeBob, but he's saying crude, unfunny stuff.
My khakis.
On the radio, and no one could stop him, which is probably why this type of content existed. Because it's really, honestly, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. What up, Jack Ween? Did you see the new How to Train Your Dragon? I didn't, but I saw the burger, and I ate it, and it was fine. Was the movie good?
Months after the game got released, Andy was arrested after he exposed his rear end at a McDonald's.
What?
His substance use and inappropriate behaviors would continue spiraling out of control. In 2005, he exposed himself to an audience at a comedy club. He also later groped a woman at a comedy roast.
Jesus.
In 2006, he
I think that British people would describe his actions as nonce. or something. I might not be using that word correctly.
Allegedly groped a 17-year-old. He licked several people's faces at
what the fuck? You can't be licking people.
Another comedy roast. In
or
2007,
things.
while appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live,
keep your tongue to yourself, Andy. That's what they say.
In
primary school.
Comments like, "Give me a big, wet, sloppy kiss," resulting in Kimmel and security guards dragging him off stage. In 2000,
so he wasn't actually ever funny. He was just a nonce. And no one could stop him for a while, and then maybe they got security. We're only 3 minutes in, but I'm jumping to conclusions here. I've seen enough.
In 2010, he groped a couple at a bar. He also exposed himself at a cafe. In 2011, he allegedly groped someone at a movie award.
That's not funny.
He also exposed himself and peed on a backdrop at a film festival. In 2017, he was fired from a film after allegedly groping someone on set. In 2018, he groped a woman on the streets of LA. By the way, his explanation for the 2017 incident was, "I didn't grope anybody. I might have kissed somebody on the cheek to say goodbye and then licked them. That's my thing. It's me being funny." In 2019,
listen, buddy, that is not gonna fly in court. I hope. Please lock this man up.
he
Oh
ended up in
God,
the
I'm
hospital
afraid.
after a man clocked him in the head when Andy allegedly groped him.
Go on, finish him.
In 2021, Andy threw a metal chair at someone in a restaurant. In 2022, he was arrested for sexual battery. Later that year, he also got arrested for burglary. And in 2023, he was arrested yet again for public intoxication. The list goes on, folks. These are just some of the highlights, mind you. Rockstar Games...
This guy is the literal Bill Cosby of just walking around and being in some podcasts.
Obviously bear no responsibility for Andy's behavior, but it's safe to assume that they don't want his name associated with them or any of their games at this point. Nonetheless, you can find his character's star on the Vinewood Walk of Fame. Andy did have some...
Dude, maybe that's why I think he's like a famous guy. I don't know. I don't look at the registry that ever, so those people aren't celebrities to me. I don't know what I'm saying, but
legal
you know what I'm
issues
saying.
Here and there prior to getting cast for San Andreas, but it wasn't nearly to the same extreme it is today. Andy has
maybe GTA brainwashed me into thinking that he was an actual real famous guy for more than he was.
Been effectively blacklisted from Hollywood. Nobody is out there defending him. Even IRL streamers got sick of him at some point, and he's become somewhat of a cryptid on the LA scene. You know, the crazy thing about his casting for San Andreas is that the character he played is actually a much milder version of himself. Now, usually when you're brought on for a comedic role, it's to portray some type...
1 second, boys. Loomis, we gotta learn about our regrets. You like GTA, son? Loomis is only 5 years old, so he can't really play GTA yet. He also doesn't have thumbs. What up, Mikey Monst? The man, the myth, the legend, the monst. I had another joke, I forgot though. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. We got a game again soon. Play some Dead by Daylight or something. Freaking, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, regrets.
I regret everything I've done.
Well, maybe not everything. But my name isn't Rockstar Games. We were just learning about Andy Dick and his nonce activities. Who knew with a name like that you couldn't keep his name in his pants? Have you seen the game Peak? It does look fun, but also like it would make me vom. TBH. I might skip Peak. But if you play it, I might be tempted.
Type of exaggeration, but in this case, you can't exaggerate Andy. It goes without saying that the guy has issues, but no matter how you slice it, his behavior is inexcusable. Number 2, Danny Brown. Danny Brown is a rapper, often recognized...
Danny Brown is a rapper who I know has a reputation for being freaky, as in sexual. It is what it is. That's all I know about the guy.
Nice for his distinct, high-pitched
vocal
delivery and
maybe he does LSD.
Mental
maybe I know more than I think.
Upon releasing his third and critically acclaimed album in 2013, Old, Danny Brown quickly...
I'm always excited for Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong goated game series. Have you heard of the game called Nito Pet? I have not. What is that? Was it Epstein Files? I have no fucking idea, dude. I haven't checked. But maybe I need to. I was just looking here first.
He became a prominent name in the rap scene.
Rockstar Games is priority.
Danny Brown, Odd Future, Tyler the Creator, and Jasper Dolphin were brought on a GTA Online session stream hosted by Rockstar Games. Fast forward a couple of years and we saw the release of a new in-game radio station, iFruit, hosted by Danny Brown and fellow rapper.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Not just that, but
because they had an iPhone app.
Danny Brown had become so tight with Rockstar that they included 4 of his songs on that station. He was also hired by Rockstar Games to provide some acting for GTA Online, serving as the voice of the character Young Ancestor.
At the party, my penthouse, who come like a rock.
Things were going really well for Danny Brown and his relationship with Rockstar, but all of that came to an abrupt halt in January of 2020 during an infamous Rockstar Games hosted livestream.
What did he do? He didn't do it.
During this broadcast, JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown got progressively more drunk, a hacker taunted Rockstar in-game, they had a bunch of technical difficulties, and to top it all off, Danny made some pretty out there comments. For instance, he said that if you play Grand Theft Auto but have never fired a gun in real life,
you are definitely an incel. Definitely incels.
Well, that's me.
I never shot no real guns.
Guilty.
I shot guns at people. Can we just target?
I've only fired my gun in my dreams.
Because you talk about
I got shooters, so I don't have to do that.
We didn't go down. Artists, and you shoot all these guns on video games, but you ain't never held a real gun in your life.
Peace out, Jack.
You a fucking incel.
He got slightly annoyed when Rockstar played one of his songs.
Listen, obviously that's a ridiculous generalization. Violence is only the answer in self-defense. Right, Loomis?
Because the
I'm sure
lyrics
he
are
agrees.
about him getting arrested and going to jail.
Why are y'all playing? Bro, these are songs are like...
Who plays? We're just here.
We are playing a song about me selling and going to jail about it. Like, this doesn't make me happy.
He also kept shouting about how he's done GTA stuff in real life, and even went as far as to tell the viewers to go out and shoot people for real.
Learn how to shoot. You want to play these video games, shoot. Go for real and shoot.
Don't do
this is obviously for entertainment purposes. Danny Brown is being hilarious and giving bad advice on purpose. It's ironic, guys.
that.
Officer.
Even
Officer,
JPEG
guys.
was slowly getting more and more annoyed by these drunken rants.
Let me tell y'all, motherfucking gaming.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I feel.
I'm glad that I quit drinking before I started streaming more regularly, because that does seem like a recipe for disaster. I feel like it's a pretty obvious one, but you know, crash outs do happen when you're really drunk. I remember. Good times.
I regret everything I've done.
Well, maybe not everything, but I can think of a few things that I won't explain here.
Put me in.
Good times, though. On theme with the regretting. Look at him go.
Where just liquor stores and heads.
Everybody either ignored him or tried laughing it off, but you could tell that the tensions were rising and that allowing alcohol on set was a big mistake.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this shit. Hold up, is this on me? Put the camera on me. Cause cameras, I did this type of shit in real life. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like these gaming pressing buttons, I robbed, shot shit. I did this type of shit in real life. So don't question my fucking gaming on this type of shit. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
this might work in your Counter-Strike lobbies, Mr. Brown, but don't think that the chat is going to be impressed. Although, I mean, this is probably pretty funny for them. However, I don't care. I'm skipping ahead.
Channel. Here's the thing. You have to bear in mind the context of a company like...
Also, why would Rockstar give a shit? Didn't his voice acting come out a long time ago when their last game came out in 2012?
Rockstar Games. Grand Theft Auto and Manhunt have both been blamed when teens and young adults who own or play these games have committed violent acts.
Dude,
so when you go on a live stream hosted by Rockstar and encourage viewers to go out and shoot people, then yeah, they're probably going to be reluctant to work with you again. Now,
I guess that does make sense. And I suppose I did mention that they had been accused of such things at the beginning. I don't know why I said that, but I'm glad it came up.
To be fair, there's also another piece of context we need to keep in mind. In March of 2023,
this video is celebrities that Rockstar Games regrets working with.
Danny Brown admitted himself to a rehab clinic for alcoholism. Later that year, he told Rolling Stone, "I'm in a good space mentally." In that article, he goes on to explain the emotional and financial impact addiction had.
You're doing crimes.
When speaking to Variety,
I'd still work with you. He's a good guy.
He said, "I've done a lot of things with GTA. Hopefully they have me back. Last time, I was a drunk fool." Based on what I've read from interviews, he's done a lot of maturing, self-reflection, and is putting in the effort to stay sober. As someone who's also struggled with alcohol, I can empathize with this, and I wish Danny the best in his sobriety. The broadcast was funny at times due to the absurdity of it all.
You know what it is to me?
So we failed the heist?
I'll be honest with y'all, man. What's Rockstar need to do, I don't want to ever tell y'all what y'all need to do. But I play Grand Theft Auto like The Sims.
What does that mean?
But looking back at it now, you can tell that this was someone going through an emotional roller coaster. I have also made an ass of myself while drunk on numerous occasions, and it's often remembering those kind of moments that help keep you sober. I don't think Rockstar Games is gonna work with him ever again, considering the comments he made during the broadcast, but still, it's nice to see that he's in a much better place now.
I'll whisper your name into my pillow. Now, what did you mean by that? This Austin guy, I feel like I need to go see his channel activity. What's going on here? What's going on over here? What's going on, big guy? Trying to play some rocket cars or something? You're acting up.
Number 3, Cat Williams. Cat Williams is an actor and stand-up comedian. Throughout the 2000s, he was getting cast in a bunch of films and TV shows, including, but not limited to, The Boondocks and...
Whoa! I went to see that in theaters, I'm pretty sure. Or at least got the DVD as soon as it was off the presses, okay?
He continued getting
I had to see what it was all about.
Garbage, but in the mid to late 2000s, Cat Williams was kind of a big deal.
Great film.
He hosted the BET Hip Hop Awards, served as the roast master for a Comedy Central roast, made appearances in a couple documentaries, and was even cast as himself in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Why are these guys all podcast guys now? Cat Williams, not necessarily a podcast guy, more of a podcast appearer honor, and then he drops a lot of interesting things on the world that are sometimes true, I think. Most of them are true. How do we feel about the things he says on podcasts? Danny Brown, also a podcaster, and has made a song with the Frost Children. W.
Just like Ricky Gervais and Frankie Boyle, Cat Williams performed in-game at the Split Sides Comedy Club.
What's going on, Liberty City? How are you? Good to see everybody out there tonight.
Here, he delivers one of his most recognized stand-up bits, "Every Day I'm Hustlin'." Basically, he would come out to the song Hustlin' by Rick Ross. He talks about how much he likes the song, imagines himself in some mundane context like picking out cereal at the grocery store while dancing to the song, before telling the DJ to stop the song and not play it again, only for him to imagine himself in another everyday scenario, start dancing to it, and again telling the DJ to yet again stop playing the song, rinse and repeat.
You just be in the library, just minding your business, just...
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
This is awesome. I like the graphics, and doing a stand-up comedy in GTA in lo-fi PS2
and honestly,
graphics
it's not a bad
appeals to me.
Bit. The delivery is good, and he displays a sense of self-awareness, so you'd think he'd also be capable of self-awareness in real life, but no. A couple years after Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, he was arrested for allegedly stealing $3,500. In June of 2011, he was arrested for intimidating a witness after 3 women threw rocks at a man driving a tractor. In 2012, he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
I did not know any of this.
He hit a teenager with a bottle. Later that year, he had an onstage meltdown in Oakland where he compared himself to Jesus Christ, challenged multiple audience members to a fight, and eventually got pulled off stage by security. A couple nights before the event, he was accused by a teenager of violently attacking them. In December of that year, he got arrested over a dispute at a bar. He then got arrested a few days later for driving a motorcycle down a sidewalk, almost hitting several pedestrians. In 2014, he was arrested for...
the GTA animation is crazy.
Stealing a photographer's
Excellent
camera.
work.
In 2016, he got arrested for allegedly hitting someone at a swimming pool store. 1 month following this, he fought a 17-year-old over a game of soccer. The kid ended up winning the fight, by the way. I think my favorite part of this video is when...
Alright, so he's always been tweaking. I did not know that as a thing about him.
Cat Williams is on the ground going, "Yeah, that's right. That's what happens when you mess with me, kid."
That's what happened back up on me, little boy.
Like what?
I guess that explains the crazy podcast stuff. He's always been crazy. Alright, interesting. I'm assuming that's the last guy. Is there time for another guy? Ain't no way.
Is completely incongruent with basic...
Yeah, I think this is all just Cat Williams stuff. But dude, this is a freaking really good video. Shout out to Swegta. I'll link the full thing in the future video description. Which GTA game was your guys' favorite, or Rockstar game in general? I like Bully and San Andreas.